Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage. I don't care what you heard about me, what you know about me, what you think about me. Pull up to the spot and I'm only one deep. When I go OT, got the thing on me. G43X got it off safety. Tryna get the piece, so I gotta keep a piece. Getting high in a bit, but I stay low key. Anytime I show face, gotta pay me a fee. Ain't nothing free, I'ma need that deposit. Go straight to the bank and I make a deposit. Created a brand and I don't need a stylist. My name getting big, think I'm Christopher Wallace. I make it look easy, I ain't even trying. Hear how they talking, small thing to a giant. They capping, they hating, I don't even mind it. I let them keep talking, I just keep on shining. What you know? What you know about us? What you know about us? What you think you know? What you know about us? What you really know about us? I don't care what you know about me, what you think about me, what you heard about me. I don't care what you know about me, what you think about me, what you heard about us. What you know about us. What you know about us. What you really know. What you know about us. What you really know about us. I don't care what you know about me, what you think about me, what you heard about me. I don't care what you know about me, what you think about me, what you heard about us. Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage.
All right.
So you
Yep,
stream
we-
you on Twitch?
Yep. So we're on Twitch, we're on Facebook, YouTube all at once, and we are back live finally. So let's hope the software holds out this time. So guys, welcome. See if we can knock this out before everything crashes again. But yeah, so big weekend tryouts. What are you guys expecting? What are you guys thinking, Coach Jackson? Coach Tyus? How are we looking for signups? What are we looking at so far?
Oh, so far it's a good lead of hands of people and talking about it as far as sign up and word of mouth and through the drum line as far as television, the marketing, social media part of things. So I'm looking forward to a great turnout. Looking forward to see some guys coming here and fill a few spots that we're desperately needing to look at. And I'm just like I say, looking for that diamond in the rough. So I think it's going to be a great weekend, to keep the buzz going and to keep the hopes alive to be a player, if they say so.
So, I know, you always want just the best possible player, best possible athlete comes out. If Tom Brady decides to come out for a tryout, it doesn't make a difference who our quarterback is. That's, who are signing. But what are our biggest positions of need right now? Like where would we, like if you're a guy looking for a spot, what kind of position are we really wanting?
We want a football player. So whatever spot that's open, arenas is a numbers game. So at the end of the day, you can't pinpoint a position for the most part, as far as the quarterbacks you can. But as far as all the rest of the spots, you can play any spot, especially when going back to the Iron Man phase of things. So we're just looking for guys to come in and be football players and being able to be that Swiss Army knife, to play anywhere we need them to play. So just football players.
And that's definitely going to be a bigger issue with this version of the AFL, coming in with the Iron Man that we hadn't had for quite a while. Now I know you played a little bit of Iron Man in the AF2.
Mm-hmm.
Demo, you had some Iron Man experience as well. And then LJ, did you do much Iron Man on your career? No. Yeah, we don't have your audio, so check your settings there when you get a second.
The second year I played receiver with the Carolina Speed.
There we go. You're good now. What was that?
I played receiver with the Carolina Speed.
Okay. But there's no true two-way.
There was no
right?
two-way. I'm knock your head off. Straight DB. I don't care about catching the ball. I ain't no Captain Morgan. I ain't none of that. Just I rather hit than be hit. Like that.
Fair enough. But that's kind of the guys we're looking for this time around, right? We're looking for the guys that they're willing to take the hit as well as give the hit.
Yeah, exactly.
So
2 Iron Man days, like I say, just trying to get a place on the field and keeping it on the field,
Yes. See if I told you.
So we got a couple folks. Sean Thomas coming in. Don't stop at 6.
There we go.
Right off the bat. So I don't know if Coach Morgan's still with us or not here.
Yeah, I'm with y'all.
Oh, there we go. There you go. A little frozen there, but that's all right. So we were just saying, we were talking ahead of time that your AFL experience started, you said, was in 2004?
Yep. It was 2004.
So you had a little bit of that time in the in the Iron Man version.
I did. I did, and to be honest with you, I hated it when I first did it because when I first got in, right, I'm 175, 80 pounds, soaking wet, and they told me, hey, yeah, go play defense, and I had to play the jack linebacker, and I was like, what? Man, I'm not trying to do this. When I catch balls, I score touchdowns, and it was just funny, man, that I adapted to it, and when I got to Tulsa, and I played. When I got to Tulsa and I played, I had interceptions. I made tackles. I stripped the ball. It was fun, right? But then Coach Mitch saw something different, and he said, "Listen, Donovan, I don't want you on defense no more. I want you to be the OS." And 2005 is when I became the OS, and I never looked back.
From then on, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they got rid of it. What was it 07? They got rid of the Iron Man
You
rules.
got to be in the Iron Man rules.
Yep.
Yeah, so changed everything at that point.
Yep.
Mhm.
It did.
So what advice you got? Somebody coming out, what advice would you each give to somebody that's trying out? What would you tell them?
Me personally, just bring your heart. Bring your heart and your passion. Most importantly, come in shape. This is not. I know a lot of guys feel like, oh man, right off the sofa, I can go play this game. This is. It's not semi-pro. It's really not, right? And I just tell these guys, just come with an enthusiasm that can't be overlooked, right? Don't stand in the crowd, stand outside of the crowd. Be that one that stand outside, that's standing out, because everybody can catch a ball, everybody can run a route, everybody can, make a tackle, knock a ball down. But who can be dynamic? Can you be dynamic, right? And for me, that's what I look for from my players. I want you to be dynamic with the ball in your hands and without the ball in your hands, right? So when I say without the ball, are you going to block for that receiver that just caught that ball, right? So that's what I'm looking for. So the advice that I'm going to give, just come with a passion, be dynamic, and come to stand out. Don't look to fit in, right? Be you, be who you are, and come prepared to go to work.
Yeah.
Well, which Coach Jackson wants to take this as well? What's your advice? What do you
You got it.
Me personally, man, first and foremost, just be hungry. Come in here, be hungry, be coachable. You know what I'm saying? Have love for the game, first off. Don't worry about making no mistakes, and just play your heart out, man. When you come in here with worrying about making mistakes, you don't give your all. You know what I mean? You come in here and you worry, and you're going to go half-ass. You know what I'm saying? Then you're going to be going home. So come in here with, like Coach Demo said, with passion, and just be hungry. Be coachable.
Well, and I want to add to that too. I mean, especially coming from a defensive back position, really for any position in this league, it's that short memory. They always talk about having a short memory span, but it's even bigger, I think, in this league than it's probably in any other version of football.
I had to learn that.
Hey, yeah. I want to add to what you just said too, Scott. Me personally, right? And I know I look at things a lot different from everybody, right? And I know this game is a lot of people. You hear them say, "Come in and have that short memory." If you mess up, forget that play. Me, I'm different. Don't forget it, right? Remember it, but learn from it, right?
Yeah, don't forget it,
right?
But don't let it carry over to the next.
Don't let it hinder you. Don't let it
let
you down. Don't let. Oh man, I missed that ball.
Hey,
and now your whole game messed up. Remember that you missed it, but also apply what you didn't apply when you missed that ball, right? So everything is a learning experience. Everything.
As a DB, if I messed up, in the back of my mind, I know I messed up. I know what I did, but I'm gonna keep going until I get off the field. When I get off the field, I'm finna get my DB. We're finna talk about what I did wrong. Like, hey man, what I did, coach? How can I fix it? Dang, I should have opened post, but I opened corner. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm gonna make sure I open post. I gotta make up for that play. You feel what I'm saying? So
just shrinking your world, man. Just doing what you need to do. Just shrinking your world, playing tendencies, doing the little things that got you to that point in that play. So, like Coach Demo said, man, you gotta remember. You have to remember, but you gotta also not let it hinder you, and you gotta keep on moving. That's a don't stop at 6 mentality. At the end of the day, go get your 7. So, I mean, I know it happened. I'm accountable to it. I'm gonna humiliate myself, and it won't happen again. you know, and that's how I'm gonna look at it. So I'm mad at the point that I did happen, not that it's going that why it happened. You know what I'm saying? So
1,000%. 1,000.
great,
And I think
1,000.
that shows up real quick in these tryouts. You know, when somebody's doing a cone drill and their foot slips a little bit, and you see them to go shake their damn, you know,
Yeah.
just beating up on themselves for slipping on a cone drill. If you
Yeah, I
can't,
hate when guys get bad starts and they just stop. Hey, I want to see how you finish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was gonna start to play the right way. You know,
Yes.
I'm gonna see how you finish on the back end of things. You know, don't give up. You know, so that's where we at.
this
1,000.
game, yeah, everybody's gonna slip. Everybody's gonna miss something. Everybody. I don't care how good you are. Everybody's gonna miss something when it comes to this league.
Mhm.
Sure is.
So,
Sure is.
you know, if you, like
Everything.
I said, you're beating yourself up over the first drill you do at a tryout.
You're in trouble, Jack. I don't need you weak minded. You know, I'm here to motivate you. You don't need to be down on yourself. You know, let's go through it. Next play, coach. I got you. So
Yeah,
as of those type of guys we're looking for, like I say, the guy that's hungry, you know, want to keep playing, get himself that chance, and like I say, come try to make it to the next level as a player, and you know, fulfill their dreams of openly getting back outside on that grass, you know. But
Yes,
if not,
Lord.
you know what I'm saying, try to make it the best in this league, you know, and that's how you got to approach it. So, and I can tell the guys, my coaches and my players, we get to be here. You know, we don't have to be here. Someone else could be coaching these guys. Someone else could be in your shoes, being that player. So, approach every day and the situation at hand, like this could be over with for me, you know what I'm saying? So, and be happy that you're there, be where your feet are, you know. So that's just what we are with things, and those the type of guys we're looking for coming for this tryout. Like I said, I'm excited. Know the coaches are as well. We're gonna see what we can find, you know. And just put another guy in that big pot of gumbo, we like to call it, and let's keep making some great gumbo, you know. So that's what we at. We got some guys here, some great hands already signed, man. We really do. On both sides of the ball, coming from all walks of life, you know, from vets to young guys to, you know, just a great mix. I think we're gonna be fine with it. You know, they just got to come in too with knowing that the standard is the standard. We're here to win, and we're here to better ourselves from the top office all the way down to the last guy on the roster. So, you know, we're just here gonna hold each other accountable and have fun while we're doing it though.
Yes, Lord.
You know there's some things that are different too from this. Like, you know, somebody comes in and says, "Hey, I run a 4.40," and that's great. That's killer. But that's not what this is about.
Means nothing.
Nothing at all.
Means,
A
nothing at all.
40-yard
means
dash means
nothing.
nothing in arena ball. You know, give
Nothing.
me that 20. Give me that 10 for them receivers.
10
You know,
and
give me
20.
that first two for that deep for them O-line, the LOS. I want to see that with them, you know what I'm saying, that first step. Because at the time, by the time you try to blow the top off, shit, you're in the parking lot.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
So you better know how to pace yourself. You know what I'm saying? Almost like playing basketball out there on the football field, truth be told. Being able
And
to make moves and make
Boy,
cuts and angles and so fast and things of that nature. So yeah, that's what we're
and
looking for
that's
though.
and to bring that up, Scott, I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because guys come into these tryouts and they just full blown 100% right now. Let's go, right? But in arena football, it's about leverage. You know what I'm saying? If I can out leverage you, my
Right
speed
now.
really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because if I out leverage you and I take your inside leverage away, knowing that I'm running a corner route, I'm gonna make you think post. Now I'm going corner. You know, so it's one of them things to where you can't just let me go all the way out. Nah, play with your. So I like to tell the guys, play with your motion, right? Play with your
Yep.
speed, right? Give me 85, then give me a 65, then break it back up to 95, right? And then come out your break and go score, right? So that's a good point, man, for these guys that's going to be coming in here. Just have an understanding that you don't just go balls to the wall when you're in that high motion, because again, you're not going to give your quarterback no room to throw you the ball.
and a smart DB, to me, a smart DB could cover. No matter how fast you is as a receiver, if I'm smart enough on a DB, I could align myself and put myself in position to make plays. You know what I'm saying? Just like what Coach said earlier about finishing plays. I don't see some guy, and I've been with them. I'm not fast, but I'm gonna finish. You know what I'm saying? I can get beat, but if I keep going, I'm gonna be there. And I'm smart enough to put myself in position to make plays. Like he was talking about open posts, like D more receiver. If I'm a DB and I'm patient and I stay in my back pedal, you don't got long to make a decision if you're gonna go post a corner.
Mm-hmm.
So if I open up and you got an option route, I just made the decision for you.
And
But
that's all about that leverage what coach talked about. If you get on and let them stack you up, ain't nothing you can do about it. Good night, Irene. So you got to, bait him
that's
into going one way.
Yes.
If he gonna run his post to this corner, you ain't running his post up. I'm on that. So you're gonna have to run that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's like you said, it's a mind game, and like I say, there's knowing the game and like pace, like Coach said. Just knowing your ins and out. Even up front with the LOS, I can lure you to sleep, keep running this goddamn. He run this loop on you, and then what I'm saying, now I'm finna hit you with something. When
I'm gonna
Coach give
bull
that
you.
two-way goal, when it's time to. So it's just a mental game, man. And it's a pace. It's a great game. It's a great game though.
Well, and you talk about the smartness of the DBs, and another one of our coaches, probably one of the smartest DBs I've ever seen in terms of how he learned about the quarterback as the game went on. When Tanner Varner was playing defensive back, first half he'd make a bunch of tackles, do his thing, but by the third quarter, late third quarter, fourth quarter, he was due for some interceptions because all of a sudden he knew where those quarterback lanes were, and he would jump them, and almost daily pick off the quarterback by jumping a lane.
Mm-hmm.
He studied those quarterbacks. He could just watch his play develop as the game went on.
Yeah.
And those turnovers are huge. When offense scores every time, one turnover can make the big difference.
And that's it, buddy. I'm just looking for one. If I get one, B-Mo, you better do the rest, Jack.
Come on, man.
Hey, do the
Look,
rest. We're gonna
Look,
be
what's
all right.
understood don't need to be explained. We already know.
Bingo, Jack. Bingo.
But just know if you don't, we got you back. So don't worry.
Yeah, we know it. You got to.
Got to.
Got to.
And I've said a million times, but this is why I think this coaching staff has it over all the other coaching staffs in the league. You guys know the game. You've played the game. Like I said, 44 years of experience on this coaching staff, 40 years playing experience on this coaching staff. Y'all know what to look for, how that offense and defense trade-off works in this league versus the indoor game.
Mm-hmm.
And it is drastically different.
It is. It's completely different. And I know you speak about our coaching staff, and I'm gonna just give a shout out to the two other coaching staffs that have some tough talent as well, which will be Orlando and Billings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
and Billings, that'll be tough.
And obviously West Texas, West Texas with Chris, who's been around the game, who understands the game. But you look at those coaching staffs from Billings and Orlando. You have some tough guys, right? That understand and played it at an extremely high
level.
Right? So, and both sides of the ball. So, only one who didn't was Said. Outside of Said, everybody else did it at a high level.
Killer teams, period, in both Spokane and Kansas City, and pretty solid one there in Pittsburgh as well.
1,000%. So I'm excited, man, to see this year and the competition. Us as coaches are going to be competing with the other coaches like we did when we played. That's just what arena football brings, and that's why I love this game so much, man. I love it so much.
That's what I'm ready for, though, man, because what we did on the field against each other, and now we're on the staff together, it's going to bring it out of our players to compete like that, too, though.
Just sticking to the standard, man. We played the game. We know what made us successful. We're gonna have to make these guys successful, And if everybody leading by example from the head to the bottom, the standard would be the standard. Go out there and have fun, Ozen, but you can't have fun if you ain't doing your job. I don't believe in it. This shit ain't fun no more. And you know what it takes to get them doves. Get on that left side. We try to get on that left side a lot. And they're gonna start with this tryout, man. And it's another piece of our little bit of puzzle we're trying to put together to make big things work. So coming out this weekend, we're looking for the other piece to help us get to the championship. So it's a big deal.
So
that's the goal.
So just solid athletes across the board. That's the thing. So we're talking about speed. People ask me what the big difference between this game and the outdoor game is, and then there's tons of them, of course. But the one that always comes to me is outdoor. There may be faster athletes in the outdoor game. The Tyreek Hills of the world, but they're not quicker than what you get in the AFL. This is a quick game, not necessarily a fast game.
Because the angle's cut down. So quick. It's happening right now. Everything.
Yes.
And there's no time. It's 3-step drops and the ball's gone. It's not 3-step drops, look around, go from receiver to receiver, take your time. There's none of that in this game.
It could be a cheer to mercy. And come pick them up like Taekwondo on the field.
Know who you're going to go to. Throw the ball where you're supposed to be.
It's over with.
Touchdown.
It's
I wish the hit can take the house in this game, though.
over, boy.
None of that Bo Jackson running back and forth across the field.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Clock runs out.
Yeah.
But that boy,
That
90
wall,
yards
Hey,
on a rope.
that was John Elway right there, Scott. That was John Elway.
Oh, Super Tecmo Bowl. That was the Bo
Super
Jackson.
Tecmo Bowl, boy.
Oof.
Hey, when you talking about the speed, right? These fast guys, if you don't know about them walls, they'll
Yes,
learn.
Lord.
Oh, yeah.
That wall do not lose, but
Those
He bad.
quads would be real sore.
Yeah.
You know,
You'll be sore.
you know, again, no disrespect meant at all, because the guy went on to have a great indoor career. But we had in Kansas City, we had Nate Davis. Never played any kind of indoor ball before. Came straight for the outdoor game, and he struggled. You know, he struggled a
Yeah, I
little
was
bit.
on that team with him.
Yeah, he
From
struggled
12.
with AFL, and just. But you know what? He went on to indoor after getting some experience behind it, and had a killer indoor career.
Yeah, good, great indoor career.
After,
It's
but
a different game.
it took that experience, though. It took, knowing those angles, knowing those, the tight confines of it's not outdoor ball.
No.
They asked me that before that season started. Hey, what do you think about this new quarterback we got? I'm like, he's never played indoors before. I said, I don't know that I'm that high on that. Oh, but he was a 3rd round draft pick, and he's never played indoors before. And it showed. We had an amazing offensive line. He had all the time in the world, and just again, he just had to learn the game.
1000%.
We all did. When I first came in, I was, I had to sit back and really learn the game before you even learn how to play the game again. Like learn the rules as far as learning the game. So it's a different, like I said, it's a different game, man. It really is, but it's a fun game too. It's mano. It's gladiator. I'm better than you. Ain't no double teams. It can come every once in a while, but it's not. You're gonna get mano for the most part. And that's at the end of the day, it's exciting for the fans to see and to put on the show, and still get to play football. At a high level.
wow.
You talk about needing that athlete, that just all around athlete, and I think with the Ironman game, I think that's even more important right now, because you do get those injuries. That person you got to pull out in the 3rd quarter, and now you have to get somebody playing out of position because you don't have any more. You can't sub somebody back in that you took out earlier. Now this person's hurt.
Yep.
So yes, you get your backup quarterback playing, wide receiver, playing jack linebacker. You
Yep.
need that all around athlete because of the way these rules are written.
What? Yeah, that's the crazy part, right? When you think about it, this wasn't even Iron Man. When I was with the Voodoo, both of our quarterbacks got hurt, and they looked at me and said, "Donovan, you got to go and need center." I said,
I think I remember against you. I think I was playing against you. I think.
I need center. And look, we're playing Chicago, and they had Big Darryl. He was a big, nasty defensive lineman. I'm strong, fast. And I'm like, come on, you serious, right? But that's what you get in instances like that, when you get these injuries and you have to have another player go somewhere where they're not familiar with this Iron Man game. You really shouldn't have that, because from start, we have you both ways.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
when you speak about athletes, we're not looking for. Yes, we're looking for that solid cornerback, that solid wide receiver, but you also have to understand and grasp the other side of the ball as well, right? And obviously special teams. That's going to be a big part of what we do.
Big part.
So, again, for these guys that's coming into the tryouts, they really just have to understand, man. Oh man, I don't play DB. Well, you're gonna have to play a little DB. I had a guy who wanted to sign with us, but he didn't sign once I told him, hey, this is a 2-way game. He's like, oh, coach, I'm just a wide receiver. I get it, my guy, but this is where the league is going. This is what we're doing this year. So if you're not willing to get on that defensive side of the ball and play a jack linebacker or the backside DB, then you won't be a fit for not only the team, but the league itself.
But the league itself.
You're going to have to be that way.
Stuff like that. But you also got these guys coming into these trials too, man. When you go in these trials, man, you got to put your best forward, because just because you don't make it with us, we don't sign you right then, we could always call you later on down the line, depending on what you put on. You know what I'm saying? And then if we don't call you, like, these coaches talk, man.
Yes.
These coaches talk. From what I learned,
Yes.
Yeah.
so Moss taught me that. These coaches talk. So if you don't make it in that count, we don't sign you, we might call you after the first 2 games of the season. Who knows?
Yeah, injuries
So
happen, and
Yeah.
be your mark, man. Mark.
yeah, there's lots of guys I remember seeing at tryouts that they're green, but they had a spark or something, and they've gotten their chance. Maybe they came in as the backup and they got a couple reps in, but that's how you got to start, especially if you've never played any kind of indoor ball. Now, if you're an indoor veteran, you're coming in, you just got to understand this is a slightly different game. And that's just the nature of this sport. It is not indoor football.
It's that.
Who that?
It's a
Zach
different
Brown?
game.
It's Zach Brown, man.
What's the other, Tyus?
I said it's definitely a different game than indoor football. It's definitely a different game. It's more modern on the indoor ball, I would say. But like I say, it's just that one. It's mono, but you got the linebacker coming from 5 yards in the short distance. When in the arena, he's right there on the belt line. So those runs, it's not happening like that. You can't send. There's different things as far as how the game goes. It's set up for it to be more of a pass with those similarities. Things and just having, like I say, the backer right there in the belt line and being able to drop, and you can run a true, cover 2 or 3 in the indoor game for the most part. If you want to drop your D line to it
Right.
and make it work for but in the arena it's hard to get to that,
Yes.
and sit because they jacket let's go sideline to sideline. You can't sit there for the most part, and that other mat can't even go that wide. So you gotta play your tendencies and do the right things, and play, like I say, pass rush and just win your one-on-one deals and let things happen.
That's what Scott and I, not to cut you off, Scott, I'm sorry
No,
about
you're
that.
good.
That's what me and Scott was talking about before we went live, Coach. Like I said, the indoor game, I take nothing away from them. They do
Nothing away
it,
from
but
it at all.
in our game, you can't have 5 people dropping back, and your quarterback have to be like, oh my God, who am I going to throw the ball to? Fullbacks running swing routes. You don't have that, right? So you have to be more strategic on the defensive side of the ball to be able to say, listen, I know these guys like to run this, that. And it's about downs. What guys like to do downs and distance, right? Hey, and second and 5, hey, they run cloud, right? On 3rd and 1, they're typically going to be man press. So as an offense, as in the defense, you have to be more strategic and not be caught in a situation where you're calling the same play and now you're
Same play. Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it plays I'm getting goosebumps right now. It plays a big part in having an understanding of what needs to be done in certain situations, So that's why I love this game so much. The indoor game, and you can send the 95 guys back in coverage. In the arena, you can't do that. So it's different.
Do that.
I was just thinking in the terms of jack linebacker position. If the NFL had that like as a permanent position, that person would eat up somebody like Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Mahomes gets flushed out to the side. He does that little fancy sidearm low pass that doesn't get any arc on it. And if there was a jack linebacker in the NFL, that's a pick 6 every time. Every single time.
You can't do that. Razzle dazzle stuff, man. That ain't gonna fly.
It's funny. You look at the great NFL quarterbacks and which ones would make great AFL quarterbacks, and they don't line up that well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think John Elway would be a great NFL quarterback, but I think Dan Marino would blow the doors off the league.
Arena?
Oh,
yeah, if they were playing arena.
Of course. Yeah, Dan Marino his decision making was right now.
And that lightning release. Release.
Yeah, Dan Marino would kill it.
But like John Elway, no way. He'd get destroyed.
He likes to hold the ball.
He tries to hold the ball and run around too much, yeah.
Yeah, Brett Favre get killed.
Yeah, because he want to hold it there. But yeah. Take some smart quarterbacks, man. Let's see it right now.
One I think would have been interesting would have been like somebody we were talking about earlier, Ryan Venna, with Roethlisberger. I think he'd be a fun AFL quarterback.
Yeah, because he was a big joker boy.
Big dude. He
would have been. He reminded me of some guys that's in the AFL for sure. As far as being that coming out right now with things and seeing it right now and having a great arm and just a knowledge of the game, you know, of how things should fit in those windows without having to move too much. So I think he did a great job, man.
Yeah, I think sorry to keep going on this little NFL quarterback comparison. The one Sam Darnold, I think he would actually make a great AFL quarterback. Again, you talk about that release, that quick, that ball's up and it's out of his hand, just lightning fast. You know, again, decision making. You got to learn the game. Got to know where everybody's going to be. But I lost Demo there. But yeah, I think that lightning release just cannot be undersold in this league.
Agreed.
Everybody just gotta be prepared to play both sides, no matter
Right.
what. You know what I'm saying? So you coming into camp. First of all, man, you coming to our team. If you coming to our team, you're not coming to win the championship. Stay home. Straight up.
Yeah, and even if you are signed on to be
Stay
a
home.
specialist, there's nothing saying that you're not going to be needed to play their side of the ball at some point.
I'm saying the mindset. If you ain't coming to win the championship, don't come at all. If you coming to make a paycheck, don't come. Because your mindset ain't right. Feel me? We got one goal on to win the championship. Even if you just come and go to the next level, that's not benefiting us because you're not gonna give us everything. Winning the championship is the only thing should be on your mind.
Oh, looks like Demo's phone died on him, so he's going to try to jump back on here in a moment. So in chat real quick to kind of go through some stuff. We got a couple people asking about Philly. Schedule somewhat out. There's still a few teams waiting to release their individual schedules. So as each team releases their schedule, we're getting a better picture. And as Tim Capper just replied, they've got a master schedule being put together with all the information as it's coming out. So yeah, if you want to see it all in one place, Arena Fan's probably the most up-to-date resource for the most up-to-date schedule, but it's still being pieced together. It's still not 100% from what we have publicly because of Georgia and Philly and a couple others out there. Still waiting on the networks to be released. Brian Wright was talking about that. We should be hearing it any day now. Is that kind of what you guys have heard so far? Is any day now where we hear about the broadcast partners?
I've been focused on
any day now.
I ain't heard.
So just wait. Waiting as well. Any day now.
Sorry, what was that? What were you saying? No.
I tell you, we've been hearing. As you, Coach, you talk?
No, I said I ain't heard nothing.
Yeah,
I've
been hearing any day now as well, as far as our broadcasting partners, so who they're gonna be. So just sitting back and then the owners and the league do their part. I'm gonna do my part as a coach and recruit. So when everything does come together, we put a great product on the field. So
yeah. And people are getting antsy. They're just what's going on. I'm ready. They're getting frustrated because they're excited.
Yeah, I mean that's good frustration. That goes on. You feel like a child at Christmas. I feel the same way too. But as a coach, you got to stay even keel because I got to worry about make sure I get my X's and O's and get my guys in. And then worry about the game itself because if you don't have a good product, if the game's on or off, it's not good. So like I said about the fans, I can understand. But it's coming.
And I think it's fair to say that we're going to have some games streamed through Humble because they've made that pretty clear. That's kind of their broadcast partner. Hey, Coach, welcome back.
Yeah, sorry, guys, my phone died.
Yeah, right.
No, you're good. Yeah, Capper just. Yeah, no, that worked. That was perfect. Capper saying, yeah, he'd say before the NFL Combine. Yeah, we were hoping originally. Commissioner was saying sometime, at or around the Super Bowl. Well, we're still around it. We're getting a little later, but we're still around the Super Bowl time between Super Bowl and the Combine. All right, I'll take it, But yeah, we're just getting antsy. We want to know what's going on with Philly. Where are they playing? We want to know, what the broadcast schedule is. What's going on in Georgia? Now Georgia's announced a tryout now, so we're seeing life.
Yeah, I thought I saw them announce a tryout, the schedule, player signings,
new coach.
Yeah, I think a whole lot has been going on with Georgia, which is good because obviously there was one of the ones that was in the original league. So it's good to see that happening, man. Again, like I told you, Scott, a lot of people don't want to see it flourish, right? But at the same time, we're going to make it happen, and when we do, they're going to be trying to knock down our doors to get in. By that time, it might be too late. But Yes, everybody. My wife just asked me today, babe, what we'll be able to watch on TV, and things of that nature. And I told her, yeah, we should have that taken care of, if not a streaming service of something of that nature. But I'm like you, Scott. I'm anxious to hear and see it be put out there to let it know that it's solidified. So that I've been waiting on that as well.
Yeah, I think streaming is. I mean, again, no one's 100% said this, but streaming will happen.
Yeah.
The Humble's a big deal with this league. They do a whole streaming thing. They will be a part of that. So there will be streaming of games. As for broadcast partners, I think it's fair to say we will be on TV. Where, how many, that we don't 100% know, but yeah, I mean, we will be on TV and we will be streaming. I think that those two things are 100% fair to say at this point.
Agreed.
So, again, Tim popping in with the new head coach there for Georgia, AFL Hall of Famer. I mean, that's another big name. We are talking about all the AFL coaches' experience across the board. There's one more. Going back to actually what we were saying there, I think the thing that sets us apart, and again, nothing towards any of the other coaches, there's some phenomenal coaches out there, but we have AFL experience top to bottom. I think that's the thing that's going to set us apart. It's not somebody talking theoretical.
Yeah.
Every coach has lived it in this league.
1000%. The thing. Go ahead, Coach.
You good coaches on you.
Now, the thing that we have to do with all this knowledge, right, is make it one. You know what I'm saying? And put it all together and make it one. Everybody come from different walks of life. Everybody come from different coaching styles. But we have to, we look amazing on paper, but we have to transition that over to the field, right? Of course, we have the experience, but will that experience allow us to be able to pour into these guys and allow them to be just as successful as we were, right? So that's going to be the challenge. The challenge is not going to be able to coach these guys. We're going to be able to do that, right? The challenge is going to be coming together as a whole coaching staff and making sure everybody's on the same page. And when I say a challenge, you're dealing with alpha males. That's just what it is, right? But at the same time, these
are all guys that have been successful in life their entire life, all the way.
1000%. 1000%. So I look forward to it, man, because I love challenges. I love, putting my head together with great minds alike. So to me, again, this is going to be a blessing because I just love to compete in any fashion. And, having Coach Tyus and having LJ and having Coach Rowe and Tanner there and things of that nature is going to be extremely special for us. But we just have to make sure we hone in on our skills and we pour into these guys and allow them to be the best versions of themselves that they can be on and off the field.
Right.
So with coaching, Tyus, this is going to be your third year as a head coach, and you've coached in high school. For the other two, you guys haven't coached at this kind of level at all. At this point,
it's my fifth year though. As far as in general, I was 2 years DC with the Phantoms.
Yeah,
so this is my fifth year.
So I mean, basically that's what I'm getting at. So you've coached at this professional indoor level, but you guys haven't. So how is that going to be? This is your first year trying to get into this, to transitioning from the player to the coach.
I would just say to the guys, when you get into coaching, it's a passion anyway. It's an extension of you not being able to play anymore. So I feel like with the guys that are truly into coaching and doing it the right way, they'll come in knowing the challenges and things they need to do to be able to, to earn their respect from them players and those guys, because you had to do that in your playing days. So at the end of the day, it's just like doing it all over again. You'd have been there, but I'm just not playing anymore. But I still got to treat the game the same way, as a player, as a coach. I respect it. It's going to give back, by doing all the little things I have to do. Not tearing my body up, but I'm tearing my mind up mentally because I'm up more, not sleeping. I'm doing this and that. Still, but it's all works together. So I feel like the coaching staff are taking in, like I said, we all alpha males, but at the end of the day, we know we had to be what first? A damn team to win. We had great teams on paper, like Coach said, but some of them teams were sorry because why? They didn't believe in the team. And some of the guys the teams that wasn't that good, and it ended up being some of the better teams I ever played on in my life. Why? Because we was the team. We believed in each other. So it is coming in knowing that as a coaching staff and knowing what's going on. Like I say, the standard is the standard. We're gonna set it high, and we're gonna go for it every day. You know, and you have guys that believe in it. If you don't believe in it, like my boy Coach Stout just say, you can get the aisle, middle, or the window, and get up out of here. Cause I'm gonna get you a flight up out of here. So which one you want? The aisle, window, or the middle seat? But so at the end of the day,
Yeah,
so if like I say, you're here for a purpose, things gonna happen. We're a family. We're gonna bigger. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. But we all know we're doing it for a purpose. So I think it's gonna be fine, man. And like I say, we do have some alpha male. We have alpha guys here. That's what you want. You want leaders. So like I was always told, everyone you don't have to be a leader, but make sure you follow someone that's lead. If you are a leader, you know. So and that's why I feel like we are as a team. The guys we bringing in the hands and the guys that's from so as far as on the coaching staff, and they believe in that, and we all have something to prove. You know, from top to bottom, these players have something to prove. I have something to prove. So if the head coach to give me a W, get on the left side. I feel like we got some great guys around me now that can really help me do that. Nothing to my other coaching staff and nothing to my other players, this and the third, but I learned and got better year by year, and I feel like this is the year that that I'm in a good situation. To just say the least. Everyone is doing their part, doing my part even better. And like I said, we're gonna get on the left side, but it's just guys coming in, just believing in themselves in general, and knowing what you're putting out to these guys, and they gonna know whether or not if it's real or fake. So at the end of the day, just be
1,000%.
yourself. Just be yourself, and like I always say, playing to come together like butt cheeks.
I say, someone's been to damn near all of your games as a coach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've definitely seen that progression myself. I mean, that last year in Topeka, yeah, the wins didn't come, but it wasn't lack of competitiveness.
No.
I mean, every game was close. Every
Yeah.
game down to the last thing. And good teams that we probably should have beat.
A lot of teams.
Yeah, a lot of real good teams. We
There's should be a lot of really good teams, but it is how the chips lay there sometimes. You can't sit down and think about it. Just keep putting my head down and keep asking God and thank you for giving me the chance to be here, and I'm gonna fix it. And we're
4,
gonna
5,
fix
6
it.
quarterbacks in, it kind of takes its toll. So.
Yes, a lot of different situations, but like I say, man, we had our chance to win, so I can't blame it on that. I knew what I was saying going into.
We were not competitive that first year. We
Oh
struggled
no,
just
I know.
across the board.
I had some guys though that I picked that was still there and with some football players. So we wasn't competitive on the end, but a lot of stuff stacked against us. But I can honestly say I had a lot of guys on that team that I loved, and some of them are still here today with me because of that reason, because they were some football players. They just you can tell that they was out for the purpose and just trying to get better. So yes, I agree with you 100% though.
But yeah, like I say, it's that progression. It's been strides. It may not have shown in the wins columns, but there were strides from season 1 of the Tropics to season 2 of the Tropics. It was a significantly better team in that season too, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
So it's
one of the better teams in the league, man, all the way through and through. Everything we went through, still, like I say, man, good guys, man. The guys that stayed and believed in the situation, and you're gonna see a lot of them here with us now with the Rampage. So I'm happy, man. Like I say, we got a lot of good hands here. As coaching staff, the front office is doing their job from top to bottom. So you can't mess this up. Like I say, man. You say what now?
Definitely excited to see that next step.
Yeah, I am, man. I'm ready to see the next step too.
Competitive to now it's time to win.
Yeah, it's time to win, Jack. Yeah, I agree 1,000% with you. But again, those are my mottos that don't stop at 6 mentality. This year I'm getting my 7. I wore number 7 for a reason because I was ready to play 7 days a week, and this is part of a tradition of everything is 7 being great. So I'm getting my 7 this year with my guys and my team and everyone in it. We're going to get on that left side a lot this year, and I figure I know how to do it, and we will do it.
Okay. So after 13 years, that's the first time. That's the first I knew about the number 7. I always thought it was weird you wore single digits in your position.
Well, 7, man. I wore it, since high school, whatever. I just ready to play 7 days a week, man. And that's how I looked at things. Like I say, 7 is a special number to me. It's made perfection. There's a lot of other things that goes with that number 7. So it came around full circle, man. So yeah, that's why I wore 7, and I'm getting my 7. We will get our 7 this year.
I like that.
We're gonna get more than 7.
But we gonna perfect it though. I mean, 7 complete. So
Yes,
we
Lord.
gonna
Yes,
yeah.
Lord.
So we gonna get what about the 777 then?
Yeah.
That jackpot ain't.
And let me, I'm gonna just jump in, and LG, I want you to jump in too, and I know he asked just about coaching and not having that experience. And I've watched LJ play, and I've seen how he was as a player, and vice versa, right? We were coaches on the field. Were we actually saying, "Hey, this is the play"? I did that sometimes, right? Hey, we're gonna go trips, right? This, that, and the other, whatever the case may be. I did that before. I'm passionate. I didn't deem myself as a leader. It came from my play, right? I never wanted that. It came with how I carried myself. So me, when God give you something, there's nothing that no man can do to take that away. And He put me in this position not to be mediocre, but to be great, right?
Amen.
Just like Tyus have, don't stop at 6. Mine is IDNYM. I don't need your motivation. I'm not motivated by no man whatsoever. I'm
Amen.
self-motivated. I'm self-driven, power steering, right? So this is how I attack my everyday life with everything that I do. And I know LG is going to do the same thing, because when I watched him on defense, and we had this conversation. I went up to him one game and I told him, I said, man, you be bringing it, and I love it, right? Because
Yeah.
I seen the tenaciousness he had in him, right? He understood what it took. Like he said earlier, he always finished. That's what I loved about him. So when it comes to coaching, when I look at LJ, I know he's gonna finish, and that's what I love. When I have him on this camera, just to give him his flowers now and let him know, man, you did a great job when you played. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be even
Yeah,
more
you gonna
king
be
as a
fine, but
you know what I'm saying? So that to answer your question from me, Scott, I think we're gonna do an amazing job. We're gonna have our ups and downs, our bumps and bruises. But guess what? In the words of my dude LJ, we gonna finish. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
all we gonna do.
Oh, and Demo, I think I
Yeah.
saw that too in your play throughout the years. I think you came out, you were this great athlete, great receiver, and then as time went on, as the league went on, you were still the great athlete, but you could see that your leadership had changed on the field.
No
You could
question.
see it
yeah,
in the way you played.
No question.
agreed,
No question. No.
Yeah.
agreed.
And I have to learn that.
True.
I have to learn, and I'm about to give some more flowers to Coach Hornsey. He
Mhm.
he he taught me what it was to be an actual leader, not just a great player. Donovan, leaders make the people around them better. Great players just worry about themselves, right? So
Mm.
I had to take that, and I had to, and that's what I'm looking to pour into my guys, right? Not just be a great player, but be a leader, right? Not on the field, but on and off the field. And when you have the opportunity to be around coaches and players of that magnitude, if it doesn't change the way you look at things, then something's wrong,
Something
So
wrong.
I was truly, truly blessed to be around that man. That man has truly helped me. And I tell him this every time I talk to him, right? And he knows, Donovan, you helped me change. Nah, coach, you just don't understand, So that's why, again, AFL is so near and dear to my heart, and the passion I have for this game, because it changed my life. If I had not met that man in 2008, we probably wouldn't be on here having this conversation right now, So again, hats off to Coach Hornsey, one of the greatest coaches that ever coached this game.
So yeah, man, to talk about this coaching thing, like this is a blessing in disguise. I mean, like, I appreciate you, Coach Jackson, and the owners, for that Trevor's online. Appreciate y'all for giving me this opportunity. Uh, Coach Les Moss gave me the opportunity to play the game when nobody else would. Like, I met Tyus, Coach Jackson in Milwaukee, and got sent home because I asked for room service. And then now to play against him, and now to be coaching with him. And Demo, man, you've been battling since I came in the league. But I think my rookie year, I think when you with New Orleans, and we were going back and forth. But man, I watch film a lot, and I always wanted to become a coach, coaching in my passion. And I watch film every single day. I get in trouble by my lady because I'm watching film, and I'm always trying to think of ways to stop plays. What formation would I be in if this comes up? Or I'll watch film and call a coverage, see the formation and call an audible. It's things. I watch Tennessee. I watch the way they line up. But I prepared myself for this moment. So now I'm just gonna take everything I've been
Yeah,
doing,
that's all you gotta do.
take
And switch it over.
acknowledge all y'all coaches that's been doing it before me. Keep talking to Coach Les Moore, get his advice like I always do, and I'm just gonna come with my A game, and I'm trying to be the best coach I can be to help that Rampage get a championship. And anything Coach Tyus Jackson or Coach D need from me, I'm no question. I'm with it.
Band of brothers,
I'm all
man.
in.
They're just gonna play football and coach the shit out of it and have fun doing it, man. You know, like I said, just extension when we play. It don't change. You just on the other side of it now. That's it. You just out here
That's something
giving out what God gave you, and it's easy to do that when you're doing it for the right reason.
I might have to come down. I might forget I'm a coach. You
You
know,
say what now?
I might have to remind me, hey, LJ, you're a coach now.
Yeah, it's that passion. You
I
know
just,
that passion gonna be there.
man,
You got it. You'll figure it
hey,
out, man.
man,
Just don't do that. I say this as a coach. You know, but it's still the same extension on the field. Never let the emotion get too high, too low. You know, a bad call, whatever. You got to stay here. Now you got a lot of guys watching you, and that team, don't care how old they are. You know, they still gonna follow their coach. They can be from kindergarten to 30 to 40 years old. So at the end of the day, you got to control your emotions even more now as a coach to keep your team going the whole time, you know, because you understand, you know, I gotta, you know. So that's one thing I would tell you as a player. I mean, as a player that's coming over to a coach, you have to control your emotions even more, you know. But you did it as a player. You know not to get that 15-yarder. You know not to do this. It's stupid. You get you kicked out of the game or get you suspended. So you got to do it even more on the coaching stage. You know, with things. You know, even if you don't agree with the stuff, you guys still got to keep my team calm because we still got a game to finish. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be out here acting a fool and doing all this and then the third next play coach for real because that time clock going, you know. So
That's
those
low.
are the things I'm just saying, man. But it'll come. Like I say, you're around the good people. And I tell a lot of people, man, I never stop learning.
Never.
The day I stop learning as a person and definitely as a coach, I'm done. You know, no matter how I could be Nick Saban. Well, if I cut it off and say I'm done learning, and I'm just gonna stay there. And then this game's just gonna pass me over. But
Yep.
it's always little things you take from any coach you're around here watching or any person you're seeing. You take the good stuff and keep it, the bad stuff and keep it, and just recognize everything that's sneaky and just keep moving with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's life, you know. So that's the things I say as a coach, man. Keep your emotions where they're supposed to be and never stop learning. Always watch and take it. And keep it if it's good, throw it out if it's not, you know.
Yes, low.
got that. Appreciate that.
Well,
I'm done.
Trevor's in chat. He wants a contract. He says he wants a touchdown on his wiki page. I mean, he's a big guy. We can put him in some short yardage situations.
Shit, I needed you last year, Trevor, with the traffic, man. I tried to get you. I needed you back.
Hey, Trevor, you gotta keep it to can you do what your shutter run is, Trevor?
I don't need no shuttle,
We
man.
ain't
Just
gonna
give you a good punch. I need one
we
good
ain't
kick and a
Good kick
pound to the
punch.
right. That's it. And a kick. That's all I need. You don't need to run no shuttle. You big enough, brother. Give me
no
one
forty,
kick and one
but
punch.
don't want no
Don't you mind your big
don't want no
Taddish.
40.
You remember Big Taddish? God rest his soul.
Yes,
Remember Big
yes,
Taddish? There's
yes,
no trouble like Mario Taddish.
yes,
He do, man. God bless Taddish soul, though. Yes.
Right here, man.
yes.
They
Yo,
played
that's
at Cleveland.
he said big kick and a punch. That's
Is that all you need, Jack? Give me a kick and a punch. Pow. That's
Ah,
it. That's it.
stay low.
That's it.
Drop them hips, Trevor.
That's it. You're gonna drop him. You gotta stay low, kick a punch. Pop, pop. That's it. Ball gone. Ball gone. It's out of there, Jack.
they get out, Trevor, man, before you don't pick me up from the airport.
Is there when you get in there,
Hey,
Jay?
let's get out, Trevor. I land Friday about
I
2:45.
think it's
Right
right
on.
now.
Yeah. So
Right on.
I was telling Demo
Scott, you
earlier.
coming to the trial?
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Right on.
I'll have the whole crew there.
There we go.
Stanley's excited to see you. So,
There we go. That's my guy. A
oh
dog
man.
pound guy.
Oh yeah, he's been practicing.
I got you. We're ready then. This is years. We've been doing this for years now.
So yeah, and
Yeah.
I think this last. This is
Hey,
one of the things I'm excited about the most is, after losing the league, my little guy was born a couple weeks after the last Arena Bowl. He came extra early, and I'm like, you know what? I'm never going to be able to share this game with him. You know, he's gonna grow up without this thing that's been such a big part of my life and who I am. So to be able to bring him to this, you know, so I'm not going to be the same moron I was, you know, in the past, but I'll still get loud. I'll still get, you know, a little stupid, but you know, but I mean,
Hey, you know him.
what's that?
I know they know him excited. I thought I supposed came past Friday.
He did say what time? Okay, we thought the damn thing was last week. The tryout. He ready to get here, coach.
I said, what time? Who picked me up from? I said, who picked me up from the airport?
Nobody.
I had just got back from with my family. I noticed ain't nobody reply. I said, man, nobody gonna answer me. Let me tell you something, man. They just ignoring me, man. Tell me like, you mean next week? I said,
He
oh,
said they
yeah.
ignore me. What know you
I
talking
had to
about,
go
man?
delete. I was like, damn. I looked at my calendar. I was like, oh man, dang, I got my day. I got the month mixed up. Yeah, I'm ready.
It's here now, coach. It's here.
Yep.
I'm here ready.
So,
Coaches.
Well,
I think it broke.
Oh man,
What, man?
LJ ready. That's my guy, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about.
Hey, look. I'm up in the mountains with my family. I got mom, everybody. I told Coach about it. So I'm in the mountains talking about this goddamn camp, though. That's how excited I am. So I'm like, yeah. So my lady was like, yeah. When you got to go to that camp, I said, shoot, baby, soon we get back Tuesday. I got to turn around Friday then fly out. But I don't even think I'll let it get to Thursday. I hit the group up like Wednesday, like, bro, who picked me up from the airport? Nobody said a word. You talking about embarrassed? I made players on chat looking like, man, what?
Well, we got you covered coming in town here.
You'll be here in
Coach
2
Tyus
days,
and I are
man.
right around the corner from the airport, so
Yep.
we got you covered here.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
We got you, Chief.
Yeah, I knew it, man. I was ready. I was ready to get on the campus and get the trial going.
So,
and then when I know it's official with that, you know what I mean?
oh yeah, and that's yeah. I was talking to Demo earlier. We had that police fire charity game. Man, it just felt different. It felt better. It felt real. Like this is
It
actually
felt good, man. I was there too. It felt good in there.
Yeah,
Agreed.
it coming from the indoor. You know, again, if this was the same thing put on by the old CIF, it wouldn't have had the same energy. There's just something different about it. You know, and that energy was there. That's something, you know, that's the stuff I've been missing. So, you know, it's good. All this is good. You know, yeah, we're getting a little impatient on some announcements, but it's going to work out.
It's going to work out.
I think the biggest thing we want to, as a league, avoid is some of the stuff we're seeing happen in NAL right now. You know, with North Texas pulling out.
What league did Texas go to? They pulled out and went where?
Yeah, North Texas. Well, North Texas was dropped from the league.
But then they went to another league.
And they went to another league. Topeka's lost their ownership, but they're trying to keep them around. That's kind of an up in the air situation. You know, yeah, we've had a similar. You know, Georgia had to find new owners at the last minute, but it was never a point where Georgia's not going to be around next year. It was never in doubt. You know, and that's the kind of stuff. You know, as a league, I hope we can avoid this year. You know, stuff may happen in the off season. Teams might move. Teams might change. That's just the nature of the game.
It's the nature of the game, but it still had the numbers. So
yeah, but you know, I want to start the season like we said, end the season with all the same teams we started with, all the same owners. I just like to see a nice stable year. You know, let the off season be what the off season is. But you know, I'm ready to get this going and just show everybody what we all believe in, why show those people, the doubters, why this stuff is what it is. You know, why it's worth paying these players, 4 to 5 times what these other leagues are paying. You know, I mean,
it's a good game, man. It's fun. You know, it's just like the NFL, CFL, indoor ball, we the NFL. So hey, there you go. It comes with it. You're gonna get the most exciting game week by week because it's just a different game. I feel like great athletes on both ends, but just just like different athletes in different leagues. So leave it at that.
Yeah.
And
Well, you know,
AFL always had some of the best athletes around, just in
well,
general.
and there's been a lot of talk this week about poaching of players.
Yeah, I
Athletes
seen
and
that.
but you know what? If somebody poaches me for 4 to 5 times my salary, poach, please.
I think
Please poach me.
that,
Like,
I,
you
I
know?
think you get mad at- how can you get mad at that? How can you get mad at that though? Like, how can you get mad
No,
at
it's a better
a
opportunity.
guy
He can, I
wanna
mean,
wanna put out and a better pay?
Hmm.
Like, you want me to sit here and work for this when I got a chance to go work for that?
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Oh,
It's just like McDonald's, Burger King. McDonald's gonna pay me $15 out. Burger King gonna give me $20 out. You think I'm stay with
mhm.
$15? Come on, man. What up, Debo? I'm just saying.
that's crazy.
Man, man, I keep it 100 all the way real, man.
But I mean, it's true though. It's like it's really poaching when it's a better opportunity. And,
It
and
is.
the reality is $1,000 a week minimum is a better opportunity. Just
1,000%.
I mean,
Yeah.
is it poaching if the NFL comes and takes one of our guys?
No,
No, hell
it
no.
doesn't make
You
sense.
know,
And that look good on that.
It makes sense.
It does.
Shit, I'm out of here.
now is it the NAL poaching the
I actually
IFL,
want me.
IFL?
Can I go with you?
Yeah.
They said them about
So yeah, it's just not the same.
Uh,
I appreciate them all thinking, "Oh, this league's been around forever. It's stable. It's this, that, yeah, whatever." It's not that stable. It's not. There. Louisville wasn't that long ago. Spokane wasn't that long ago.
It
It's
wasn't.
not like they haven't had endless amounts of issues. You go to that wiki page for the IFL, and it's a laundry list of dead teams.
yeah.
I mean, and again, it's a good league. It's entertaining. It's been nice and stable. There's some good franchises in there, but
Mm-hmm.
they're paying $200 a week.
Arena 2.
Steel.
Yeah, this is a better opportunity.
Hello, Steel.
What's that?
They
Oh yeah,
still
still they
paying that
haven't
much.
raised their pay.
I was making
Yeah.
that with
Now, why would you not leave when somebody comes and offers you $1,000 a week? I mean, it's a no-brainer, and
But they can counter
national
it.
TV. And so, again, not to knock those other leagues. They're good leagues, they're entertaining leagues. I've had a lot of fun as a season ticket holder for all of them. NAL is the only one I really haven't had an opportunity to see. We were talking earlier that was the CPIFL. I was up at that championship game in Chicago for that one.
I've never heard of them.
That was the All-Star team. Demo can fill you in on that one. That was the
Oh,
All-Star
that
team in
team. Yeah,
Chicago.
you was on that team with Kareem Smith and all that one.
Yeah.
Was it the Slaughter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Slaughter.
We went undefeated. We ran through
Yeah,
that.
I remember.
It was men and no BS. It was men
I
amongst
remember
boys.
that team, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Look, at wide receiver, it was me and Scipio. Oh, you
Yeah,
what? Like with Russ Mick that quarterback.
Russ Mick that quarterback.
Look,
Yeah.
DeJuan Alfonso at Jack.
Hey Jack, I remember that team.
We had Dennison Robinson as a DB. We had Jeremy Unerdle. We had
it's Chicago Rush.
Kareem Smith at the end.
Exactly. We had the whole Chicago Rush, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
it was nasty. We went undefeated. We blew we scored 98 points one game.
I'll tell you what, they gave me a better run in that championship game than I thought they were going to.
They didn't score though, did they?
Yeah, it was closer than I thought it was going to be.
They
like
scored?
It was. I think so. I gotta look it up. It's been many years now,
Long time.
But I just remember thinking, man, they put up a bigger fight than I thought they would. I thought it'd just be like, why'd we even show up?
Yeah. 2009.
Yeah, 2009. That was fun. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. That was the year I went to 25 AF2 games that year.
Damn.
Yeah.
You was traveling in the sticks there.
Oh, anywhere I could reach, I was going to. I went back home, hit a Stockton Lightning game.
Stockton, yeah. There's a lot of teams back then in the Deuce, though. You had we had Montana. No, you had
obviously Peoria.
there was a lot of teams. What? Tennessee Valley,
The Deuce
Steel
made me.
Dogs.
Yes.
Bakersfield.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Bakersfield.
Yeah, Bakersfield.
Oh, yeah.
You had
Arkansas
Wait.
Twisters,
The Arkansas Twisters.
the
Yeah.
the
Peoria,
Twisters,
Quad City.
Georgia,
Birmingham, the
Macon,
Memphis
Georgia.
Explorers, the
Macon.
Macon team, the
Mm-hmm.
the,
Make it nice,
the
man.
Laredo,
Hey,
or Laredo one.
Lubbock.
Yard Dogs.
Yeah, love it. Yard Dog, Oklahoma Yard Dog,
And the Talons.
the Talons.
what the name of
Shreveport.
Uncle?
Yeah.
What?
What's up there? Far west. I mean, far east. Vermont. What's the name? Manchester.
Manchester.
Manchester. That was
They
Coach
had, they
Bono
had
was there. That's another
Wilkes-Barre.
team up that way too. Erie.
Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, we have Wilkesburg. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
an Erie. Yeah, Wilkesburg Spring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wilkes-Barre.
Albany had a team in the Deuce when they left the
Wilkes-Barre was Cosmo.
Fort Wayne.
Nicola.
Fort Wayne
Fort
Fusion.
Wayne. Confusion.
Didn't you play for Memphis?
Yeah, but the Explorers.
The Explorers. Yes,
Yeah.
Lord. Y'all
Oh,
was
the
with
Vipers, Alabama Vipers.
Yeah, by Alabama Vipers. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
a
Deuce
lot of
was
teams,
fun.
bro. A lot of teams, man. A lot of teams. Louisville was good back then too. The Fire.
Hey, that's Matthew Salk. That's my guy, man.
It was good.
That's my guy. That's my guy. I should have got MVP that year, but he got it and they cheated me. But it's all good.
I remember
How do you think the kicker feels for the Chiefs right now?
Right
after that Super Bowl, you know. How about getting robbed?
You almost had it.
Capper brings up a good point. I've heard some of these stories from JJ, but yeah, we really need to hear some of these LA Kiss reality show and all the chaos
That was
going on.
reality show. I forgot all about that.
Listen, that honestly, I'm LA. Those 3 years in LA, man, was some of the best 3 years, and obviously it was at the end of my career, but it was at some of the best 3 years I had playing this game. Gene is he's a wild man. Paul Stanley, though, man, Paul, he's still my guy. Like to this day, I just text him on his birthday, and he texts me back, "Oh, appreciate your Cap," you know. So, it's relationships like that, man. That when you build that bond in the Arena Football League, you develop those relationships, and in LA, those stories was extremely wild. I mean, again, Gene is different. Like what you see on TV that's really him every day, 24/7. And he says what he wants and he does what he wants. It's hilarious. Yes, you have to walk away sometimes. And one time we was at the after party after the game, and Dennis Rodman came, and oh my God.
That's all you got to say right there.
That's all you have to say. That's it.
Dennis Rodman.
It was amazing. So being in LA, man, where I learned a lot and I met a lot of people. One of my great friends is the owner of a company called Rev Group, who is a branding and packaging company who will be looking to be a sponsor on for the team. So I've been speaking to him about that. His name is Ray Hartunian. So shout out to the Rev Group. So we're gonna have a lot of things that we're gonna be doing for the team, man. So he and I. So throughout the season, it's gonna be extremely special. We're gonna take care of our players, man. So I have a few things up my sleeves that I'm gonna be doing for the team as we move forward throughout the season.
Tim mentions JJ's stories. I know JJ talks about how he was supposed to be on that platform that was dropping down from the ceiling.
He was late.
After his game.
He was late,
and he almost got ready to jump onto it from the rafters, and
he didn't have a safety belt. He didn't have a safety belt. So he should have been up there, and I'm doing a Captain Morgan pose, and JJ had to run all the way back down to the field
from the roof of the
roof,
the Toyota Center, whatever it was.
Top. The pond is what they call it.
Yeah.
That was wild.
He said he was ready to jump off from the rafters, jump off of that onto the platform. They had to hold him back.
He was mad. He was mad. He was mad.
That LA team was wild though, man. They picked us up to go to a game on a party bus.
Yep.
On a party bus. That first game I played in LA, I think every time LA scored, they had like go-go dancers in each
In the
corner.
cage.
In the
In the cage.
cages.
In the
Yeah.
cage, and they lowered the cage
That's
down
arena
so you could see
football,
them.
man.
And like you talking about entertainment, man.
Mhm.
Entertainment.
Yes, Lord. Hey,
I ain't even want to go in the locker room at halftime.
if y'all never seen it,
I want to
if you
watch
never
the
seen
show.
it, go check it out, man. It's still on AMC. It's called Fourth and Loud. Y'all go
Fourth and
check it
Loud,
out.
yeah.
It's a great
Okay.
series, man. Great
Yeah,
series.
well,
I remember catching some things, catching little inaccuracies. Like there was something where they introduced Gene and Paul. They introduced Gene and Paul to the other owners
Yes,
in
yes,
one
yes, yes.
episode, and I'm looking and somebody's wearing a Tim Markham. I think it was Jerry was wearing a Tim Markham pin,
Yep,
and it's like Tim was still around when they all met these owners.
yep, yep.
So it's like I know for a fact this did not happen like they're showing it on the show.
1000%. Yeah.
You know?
So in that show, man, and that gave me a lot of insight on how you do these reality shows. So,
Mhm.
you know, don't get it twisted. A lot of it is real, but if they wasn't there and they missed it
Mhm.
and they heard about it, then they would try to reenact
Mhm.
yeah.
what happened, you know, and then at that point the passion and the fire may not be there the way it
Excitement,
was
yeah.
when it actually happened. So that crew did a great job though, man. That crew did an amazing job, to be honest with you.
So yeah, it was a fun show. It was a fun show, and I'm hearing little things. We may be looking at something similar in the future with this league. You know,
And he might
hoping to see a little something come up. I
have to
know.
talk to Tim about that.
Yeah, so I know Tim got interviewed a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He shared that out on Twitter. So there's stuff in the works. There's some special things in the works. Things we haven't seen. Things we, you know, I don't know. Anything that's going to drive some excitement, drive some eyeballs to this game because it is
We
special.
need it.
And I think the biggest key is having guys, you know, like you guys. You know, there's a certain personality that works with. You know, I say it's people that get this league.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, and there's something different when it's these guys like I said, all three of you, where it's, you know, it's about connecting with people as much as it is about playing the game.
That point. Yep.
And those guys that make the point to connect with people, you know, like I said, you know, if I had a short list again, all three of you guys are easily on that. Tanner's easily on that. Coach James, 100% on that. You know, there's just certain people that get the culture of this sport. And it's unlike anything else, and that's the thing, and that's what I'm excited to see coming here. Is I think, you know, you've got a smaller market in a you know, more rural-ish area. It's not, you know, it's still a city, but it's, you know,
It's
on the
rural.
outskirts. Yeah, people's mentalities are different. You know, they it's a little more personal out there,
Mm-hmm.
and to have these kind of personalities as part of this team, I think is going to pay off huge for this franchise. Because it's that personal touch that in LA, yeah, whatever. Everybody's got a billion people around them. Nothing's real.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
in Council Bluffs, these are real people. These are real, you know, real relationships. And I think we got the right mix of people to really take advantage of that.
1000%. Like Coach Prime, like Coach Deion Sanders said, we're not hard to find. We ain't hard to find, and we coming. Believe that.
I'm gonna be there, Jack.
So, well, it's getting late. I don't want to keep y'all on much longer, but what else we got? Anything else for this weekend? What, you know, last second advice for players?
Y'all
What
got
should
it, bro?
bring? All that kind of stuff.
Man, like we said the whole time, man. If you're a pro, be a pro. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your body, do the little things. They're gonna keep you out there. They're gonna make you stick out, like Coach said. And once you get there and stick out, make you stay on. If that makes sense, keep that mentality. But we look for guys that want to play and play at a high level and respecting the game to keep themselves up and also to keep the organization in the league and the standard up as well. So look
Yes.
forward to seeing everyone Saturday. 5:15 7:15 at Soccer Nation. Check it out. We taking walk-ups, we taking whatever, you know, just get there on time. Like I say, most importantly, have yourself ready to put on the show for us so we can make some hard decisions.
So look at the facility, probably not a tryout for kickers.
I mean, he coming there and try to kick ass. We'll figure it out, you know. So it's still part of the game.
We're gonna
So
bring you outside.
we'll figure it out. If we get enough kickers, and then we have a kickoff.
All right.
And go from there, you know. So just
Make
you know,
Onside kicks,
it's
Scott. We need onside kicks now.
called tryouts, man. Come and try it
Onside
out.
kicks are
Man.
huge. Onside kicks and this deuce. I got to
Oh,
figure
yeah.
out how this whole deuce thing works. I'm excited about
Yeah.
that one. So, but LJ, Demo, anything you want to add?
Look, thank God for the opportunity. Thank God for the owners, for Coach T, for everybody, right? I'm just excited about everything, man, and I can't wait to get it going. I look forward to meeting my guys, being with my guys this weekend, and just having great conversations and laughs, and coming up with a plan on what it is we're gonna do within the next 30 days.
Hey, I'm excited to be out there. Excited to see you guys again. It's been entirely too long, so yeah, excited to get this going. Again, yeah, Coach T and myself are just down the road from the airport. If y'all need anything when you get in, holler at either one of us. We'll be around.
Gotcha.
Appreciate it.
But
Appreciate
again,
it, man.
anything you want to add, LJ?
Oh no, I'm just blessed and thankful, man. That's it. I'm just ready to get the road.
All right.
I'm ready to get on this flight on Friday. I was going to say tomorrow.
Hey, if we can speed it up, I'd be glad to be done with work this week for sure. So,
Very appreciative, man. I'm ready to get rolling, man. That's it.
so, all right, guys, thank you all so much for showing up. For everybody watching, sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning. Software does software things. So,
Figure it out.
take care, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you all this weekend.
See you
All
later.
right, all right, peace out, fellas.
Good night.
Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage. I don't care what you heard about me, what you know about me, what you think about me. Pull up to the spot and I'm only one deep. When I go OT, get the thing on me. G43X got it off safety. Trying to get the piece, so I gotta keep a piece, getting high in a bit, but I stay low key. Anytime I show face, gotta pay me a fee. Ain't nothing free, I'ma need that deposit. Go straight to the bank and I make a deposit. Created a brand and I don't need a stylist. My name getting big, think